The Utah Domestic Violence Coalition tells me they use much of their money, or at least most of their money, for things like education, childcare, helping with legal representation, and of course housing. The board members I spoke to said during the pandemic, unfortunately, cases of domestic violence and deaths are on the rise exponentially. They're calling this the shadow pandemic. 3 people died this weekend in Utah, and police suspect they all could be linked to domestic violence. During the pandemic, domestic violence cases and deaths have risen dramatically.
It's certainly a preventable situation that our society needs more help with, I think.
Deaths linked to domestic violence have risen almost 50% from 2019 to 2020, according to the Utah Domestic Violence Coalition. And around the country, cases have gone up 8% and could be even higher, since many times the victims do not report it. Dr. Sonia Solari, a board member on the Utah Domestic Violence Coalition, says society needs to step up its effort to help those dealing with domestic violence.
The wrong thing to say is, why don't you just leave? Right thing to say would be, I believe you. I'm here for you in case you want to talk.
Money is a vital resource for the UDVC. Jana Fulmer says donations have been down more than 30% during the pandemic. And now with the Biden administration giving $200 million to support services for survivors of domestic violence, this will not just help survivors, it'll also help the community.
A little bit of financial assistance goes almost directly towards that, or towards research and awareness.
In Utah, 1 in 3 women experiences domestic or sexual violence in their lifetime.
This can happen to anyone. There's not, one demographic or socioeconomic group or race where they are more vulnerable. We are all vulnerable to this.
The board members from the Utah Domestic Violence Coalition you just heard from tell me they are unsure of how much money they will receive from that $200 million from the Biden administration. However, in March, they did receive $3 million to statewide sexual assault and interpersonal violence prevention.